I think what excited us about Chandigarh was because we felt like, the big cities, they always have access to big opportunities. But our smaller cities, where students are equally bright, equally capable of becoming big policymakers and leaders tomorrow, for them to have the opportunity, for me, that was also a special thing.
So this is the first time that they are here
In Chandigarh. That's the first time to India.
First time to India.
Yes.
ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੀ ਪਾਲਿਸੀ ਆਈ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਇੱਧਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੋਰਸ ਖੋਲ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਪਾਲਿਸੀ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਕਿਆ ਕੁਝ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ
So, sir, you're referring to the new legislation, right? Government. Hanji. So, I'm not sure. See, this same legislation, this is not related to our event, but the same legislation happened when Kapil Sibal was, the education long ago. He tried also to make it happen. The problem is they keep saying that we want only the top 20 universities in the world to set up campuses. But the top 20 universities, especially those who already set up campuses, are now closing those campuses and because of various issues, global issues, etc., right? So I'm not sure that we should be so confident that because we have opened our policy, suddenly Harvard will be banging on our doors to open a campus here. No, but Harvard also looks for the best students from everywhere. So I remember working with Harvard at a different time when I was in the US, and I remember sitting across the table from the dean of the medical school, and I was like, why would Harvard need to recruit students? So he said, we don't need to recruit students. We have a selectivity of some 6%. So there's no problem with students. What we want is, we don't want students only from Delhi in India. We want to go to, rural Punjab and pick that one student who has the potential to change the world through medicine tomorrow. We want that student. So this is the whole approach of Harvard to admissions. But that has nothing to do with this event. This is just a student event.
Sir, one thing, Harvard is picking students from India also?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes. Every year we have our own students. We have.
The university students are going to Harvard.
They are going to all of the world's best universities, but it's based usually on the program they're interested in.
ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਮਝੌਤੇ ਆਪਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੇਵਲ ਅਫਗਾਨ
Right. The same is true of MIT. Same is true of all of the best universities. So there's no doubt that we are doing well once we go there and get that education and then get into the system. Surely we're doing that.
So today these 4 undergrads have come
Yes.
and 40 participants are there from all over India.
Yes. I think probably at least half, I would say, is from the Tri-City area.
Okay.
And then we have students from Delhi, but they'll be like small numbers, no?
Okay.
From Chennai, from Uttarakhand. So yeah, all over.
So they have come from as far as Chennai also.
Yes. She reached this morning. She came with us on the bus.
In fact, Ms. Ikra can tell you a little bit more about.
Yes, please. So she represents the organization that is getting the students here. It's called Learn with Leaders. Leaders. And we are Eduvelocity. So we have an office here in Elante office building. That was our first office.
So we are basically, we have tied up with many Ivy League universities and we are trying to bring in mentors from there to guide the students here in India as well as across the globe. So our thing is that there should be wall-less learning, borderless learning as well, in which we look at the whole classroom like as a global classroom. कि it's not limited to boundaries कि बस जैसे कि ये इंडिया है या फिर ये दुबई है. So this program is happening actually across different countries as well. We are having it in Pakistan, we are having it in Dubai, we are having it in India. We'll also be having this in across other countries as well. And the idea is कि learning can happen with people irrespective of their cultural backgrounds, irrespective of their, which backgrounds or countries they're coming from. The idea is कि they can make impact through what they learn. So, चाहे वो एक इंडियन स्टूडेंट आज एक स्टूडेंट दुबई से मिले या फिर किसी को फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान मिले, we can bond over wanting to bring change, foreign policy. So these are some of the key topics, leadership. क्योंकि आज हम देख रहे हैं कि जो एकेडमिक से जो बच्चे सीख रहे हैं उससे 10 स्टेप्स आगे चलने की ज़रूरत है कि वी वांट टू लर्न, वी वांट टू ब्रिंग इम्पैक्ट थ्रू व्हाट वी लर्न, वी वांट टू ब्रिंग बिकम लीडर्स. तो जिस तरीके का करिकुलम ये ला रहे हैं फ्रॉम हफपाई, इससे वी स्टूडेंट्स गेट अ चांस टू थिंक कोलैबोरेटिवली, थिंक इन एन एक्सपीरियंशियल वे. उस तरीके से दे आर काइंड ऑफ एनकरेजिंग स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम हाई स्कूल जो एज है ये, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी वेरी क्रिटिकल एज जो हाई स्कूल का जो एज होता है, बिकॉज इसमें एक तो सेल्फ एक एक सेल्फ एक्सप्लोरेशन का टाइम भी होता है, एक सेल्फ ग्रोथ का टाइम भी होता है. देयर इज़ ऑल्सो एग्ज़ाम का टाइम, देयर इज़ ऑल्सो टाइम फॉर लाइक स्लोली मूविंग इन टू न्यू करियर्स. तो 3-4 चीज़ें एक साथ हो रही है. थ्रू प्रोग्राम्स लाइक दिस वी आर ट्राइंग टू एड्रेस द स्टूडेंट ग्रोथ एज वेल एज देयर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़, लेटर फ्यूचर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ जो आगे चल के उनके पास आने वाली है. और जब ये आएंगे किस तरीके से उसको हाउ दे कैन हैंडल दीज थ्रू दीज काइंड ऑफ ग्लोबल एक्सपोजर by interacting with student mentors जो वहाँ से आ रहे हैं, वो खुद अपनी journeys they are sharing. So that is how we believe in collaborative learning and experience based learning. So this is what in a nutshell.
तो किस टाइप की टीचिंग होगी जो ऑलरेडी स्टडी यहाँ पे चल रही है उससे किस तरीके से अलग होगी?
यहाँ पे बेसिकली जो स्टडीज़ जैसे जब हम टीच करते हैं हम जानते हैं कि येस दिस इज़ द कंटेंट दैट वी नीड टू डिलीवर स्टूडेंट्स को. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि इससे कि अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर कर रहे हैं, एक्सपीरियंसेस एक्टिविटीज़ ज़्यादा हो रही है जिससे स्टूडेंट्स खुद का पोटेंशियल अच्छे से दे कैन यूटिलाइज दैट इन लर्निंग.
So it's not the it's not the curriculum. जैसे you cannot open a textbook यहाँ का textbook and say okay we will cover this chapter.
Yeah.
What they're bringing is what they have learned in school and are currently learning at Harvard. Number one. Two, what they have done. So how to apply the learning in real ways to create change through policy. So that experience they're sharing with our students. So that our students know when they read about something in the textbook, they have the ability and potential and to go out, take that idea, do something in the real world, collaborate with other people, whichever country, whichever background, and then make some change happen, positive change related to.
मैं समझ नहीं पा रही हूँ कि जिस तरीके से मतलब ऐसा क्या आप टीच कर रहे हैं, किस तरीके से उन्हें सिर्फ एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करने से कैसे वो बच्चे ये सीख पाएंगे कि दूसरी कंट्रीज से अच्छे से डील किया जाए?
Because they're sharing mentors was in grade level in her school in Washington DC, right? So in grade level she found that she is one of 33 students in a computer science class. All the rest are boys. Okay, so what would you and I do here? We would think about it. Either we will drop out of the class or we'll get some of my friends to join. So there's a better balance, right? What she did was she made her way, ended up with the governor's office in the state of Maryland, right? So she worked with Governor Hogan, who's still the governor, worked with Governor Hogan as a student rep on legislation that eventually after a period of 3 years made it to reality, was passed and approved, by which every school in the state of Maryland, right through community college, right, has to teach by force a class on either computer science or computational thinking for girls students, right? So it was enforced. Plus a big budget, whatever $1 million or 5 million, 15 million, whatever it is, to make it happen. So I think the ability for our students they're all bright. They're all going to change the world tomorrow and they have to. Otherwise the world will come to an end. We all know this, right? They're going to face far bigger challenges than we face. But the challenges they face are global challenges. So it's not enough to sit in our classroom and read a book and have good ideas. We should also know how do we take that idea and reach out across to whoever we need to reach to make it a reality, how to work with that person. So in terms of actual learning, it is through the sessions in the next 4 days. Secondly, some of them they'll be mentored by in a long-term process, should they happen to select them or whatever the case is. So there's that possibility. Third is they are bringing their experiences. They've already worked with students across, so they're bringing experiences from different countries. Fourth is their own background. Just because of, please come on.
4 दिन का समिट के बाद अपने साथ क्या ले जाएंगे?
फर्स्टली उनका नज़रिया जो नज़रिया सबसे बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ होती है. एकेडमिक से हम बच्चों को जनरली तैयार करते हैं कि हाँ उनका नॉलेज बढ़े, लेकिन नज़रिया चेंज करना एक बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती है. यहाँ की जो एक्टिविटीज़ है वो इस तरीके से हैं कि जैसे स्टूडेंट्स को कभी कभी लेसर नोन जो कंट्रीज़ होते हैं, जो देश होते हैं, वो भी उनको अलॉट किए जाते हैं. तो उसको दूसरे देशों को थोड़े से और एम्पैथी के नज़र से देखना, थोड़े से और संयम से देखना, ताकि उनमें क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, नॉट जस्ट जैसे जो डेवलप्ड नेशंस हैं बट इवन जो लेसर नोन कंट्रीज़ हैं उनके प्रॉब्लम्स को समझना, एक साथ बाकी स्टूडेंट्स के साथ सोचना कि हम उनके प्रॉब्लम्स को कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, और इनकी जो स्टूडेंट मेंटर्स हैं उनके एक्सपीरियंस से सीखना कि हम किस तरीके से ये ऐसे फॉरेन पॉलिसी डेवलप कर सकते हैं जिनसे उनको मदद हो सकती है. तो ये चीज़, तो हर चीज़ को सोल्यूशन के तरफ से देखना. जैसे हम पढ़ाई से अक्सर ये सोचते हैं कि हाँ ये प्रॉब्लम है हमारे देश में, इस करिकुलम के एंड में या इस प्रोग्राम के एंड में वो सोल्यूशंस के तौर से सोचेंगे, लाइक सोल्यूशन प्रोवाइडर्स. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी सीख होगी जो बाकी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, इंस्टेड ऑफ कॉम्पिटिटिवली काम करना हम कोलैबोरेटिवली काम करना सीखेंगे कि कि किसी की अगर स्ट्रेंथ है डिबेटिंग में, किसी की स्ट्रेंथ हो सकती है राइटिंग, प्रपोजल राइटिंग में या पॉलिसी राइटिंग में, ये चीज़ों को कंबाइन करना, कोई कॉन्फिडेंट स्पीकर है तो कोई कॉन्फिडेंट राइटर है, कम्युनिकेटर, ये सारी चीज़ों को एक साथ लाके बेस्ट, अपना बेस्ट देना इन टर्म्स ऑफ थिंकिंग एंड देन प्रपोजिंग सोल्यूशंस। या
ਬੱਚੇ ਦਾ ਮੋਰਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ, ਬੱਚੇ ਦਾ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਮੋਰਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕਰਨਾ, ਮਤਲਬ ਤਾਂ ਇਹੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਨਾ।
बिल्कुल वहीं से
स्टूडेंट ने बड़ा के अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करा तो कुदरती गल में चेंज आएगी, मेरा की होना चाहिए।
और सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं, एक आइडिया को लेके उसको रियल वर्ल्ड में कैसे पहुंचाना है टू चेंज, बस दिस इज इटसेल्फ पॉलिसी ना। So also wanted to introduce Principal Ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us.
At Harvard, I'm really interested in finance, so I'm majoring in economics and film, because film is another one of my passions. I really enjoy being a part of Pi as well. And when I'm not doing Pi work, I'm also doing consulting work for nonprofits. I really enjoy doing different finance organizations that focus on different groups, such as kind of women empowerment as well. I also am really excited to be interning at Morgan Stanley this summer as well, and really pursuing my passions in finance as well. And I'm also a finance associate at HCARE as well, which is an organization that helps plan conferences in different Asian countries. So I'm really interested in kind of getting involved on campus and helping enact different change and just learning from people on a global scale.
Hello, my name is Lindsay Blocker. I am a sophomore at Harvard University, and I am studying computer science and architecture. I'm originally from Maryland, USA, which is right next to DC, so I'm very passionate about policy from my high school years. I've been interested in computer science and making sure everyone has access to computer science education, especially underrepresented minorities and women. So this is a very exciting opportunity. I'm very happy to be here in India, representing Harvard Undergraduate Foreign Policy Initiative. We've already had our first session with the students, and they're amazing, so I'm very excited for the next 4 days.
Good to hear that.
I'm Sophia Haddon. I'm originally from Louisiana, currently a sophomore studying economics and psychology at Harvard University. And then I'm involved at Harvard with the Institute of Politics, really just helping to increase voter engagement, not only with students on campus, but also individuals in the greater Boston area and other students at other colleges there. I'm also involved, as the others said, with finance organizations on campus, particularly ones that are encouraging really women in the finance field and industry, and also first generation students in those fields. And then again, just as they said, I'm really happy to be here, particularly engaging as a mentor for all these great students, and just really hoping to guide them through not only learning about foreign policy and what exactly that is, and how you can be an active leader, not only in your local community, but also global community, and just help them to navigate their future, what college is, what it entails, and what you should be excited about.
So having students that are just equally as excited and able to kind of exchange those ideas with us, it's been really rewarding so far.
Also bring a lot of enthusiasm to what we're teaching, which is always really nice to see and also hear. And at least from what I've seen, it seems like they've very much been enjoying it, which I've been loving. And I hope that can continue forward for the next few days of this conference.
Know that like there's really not that big of a gap between where they are now and being a Harvard students, and kind of just let them know like what action they could take right now. Or I know some are like really young students, like middle schoolers, like extracurriculars, essay writing, and just like leadership skills, soft skills, communication skills that could be developed to kind of make them a really qualified candidate for being Harvard students.
Interested. So we have no like selection criteria ki, you have to be the top of your class. That's not the way we want it, and that's not our approach in any case. It's not that only the best in any particular field should find the opportunity. At any university, we've always tried in the way we help students build profiles that they should have the experience.
किस क्लासेस के स्टूडेंट्स हैं सारे?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8 के थोड़े से कम. 11, 10, I think majority. So.
मानव मंगल स्कूल की सभी.
Is the best thing so far, and I've been in one breakout session with ma'am, and it's been very great and very mindful, and we are very excited for the next 3 days. So that's it. It's a fun-filled journey.
I go to Delhi Public School, Arkipuram, and I'm here mostly for the experience, to get to know what all there is to do, to learn more things, and how the chasm of boundary is separated, and you're here to teach us more about what you do and how you do it.
Having been in Harvard, like they are from Harvard, right? So they'd know how they, like they'd be able to probably teach us how they got there, the experience, what they do, and then it actually just helps for students like us who are me and Kashvi and everybody else.
And you come with your parents from Chennai, right?
More about Harvard or universities out of India. They are focused, our school teachers and counselors are focused more on universities inside India or nearby our state. So that is why I'm here, to know more about Harvard.
Yeah. What they done and what they don't want to be proceed with at that time. That's all I want to say.